So today I want to go in depth if you really need the new chocolate bar, if you have the old chocolate bar. I'm very sure you have seen lots and lots of reviews about the new one, so I think I don't have to go in detail about the swatches and the colors. What amazes me is that all the girls get the chocolate bar and do like in an instant, within a day, a review. I mean, I really took my time. I'm using this now since weeks to really have my mind make up and to have tried all the colors, and I think I have kinda a unique approach to this. For do you need this if you have this? I have the version which is the same flat, because a couple of girls said like they have the bulky package, so I don't have that. They are pretty much comparable. The packaging is exactly the same. From the beginning, I wasn't really sure if I should get it myself, because colors that I really love to use about my first one looked very similar in that one. So I thought that Bong Bong and Marzipan looked pretty darn close, but when I swatched them, I saw they are not at all close. One is much warmer, more on the orange side, and the other one is more on the silver side. And I also thought that creme brulee and caramel looked very close, but when I swatched them again, I found out they are not that close at all. Again, one is more silver and one is more orange. So the effect, the metallic effect, they both have, but they're really not dupes for each other. But other colors where I was right away thinking peanut butter and salted caramel. Those are my favorite colors, but they're very darn close colors. One is a little darker than the other, but you can build it up and make almost the same color out of it. Truffled and semi-sweet. The semi-sweet is funnily, ironically, in the first palette, not in the second. And those are pretty darn close too. Frosting, hazelnut are actually pretty good dupes for each other too. Cocoa chili has a little bit sparkle in it and really looks like gilded ganache, whatever, even though this looks in the palette more green applied. They are both pretty darn close. And then we have here the mousse milk chocolate. Both are perfect colors if you're blonde for your eyebrows, and those really are very close too. And then last we have the coconut cream, white chocolate. Those are the same too. So overall, these are the ones where you can say if you have the first one, or the other way around, if you have the second one, you don't need the other one for these colors. And how many are these? These are 6 colors. So from each palette, 6 colors are almost identical, even though they have a different name. And I did a really crazy thing. Yeah, that's me. What I did is, check this out. First of all, you can see the original palette side by side. I mean, one up, one down. So, and then what I did is, from the semi-sweet, I switched places. I misplaced the colors. Why did I do that? This is now a really confusing graphic. it just shows the arrows from where did I move which color. I moved almost each color of the semi-sweet to show how similar is the second palette to the first one. So you can see on this graphic now, all the axes, you can see colors that are the same. So it is about half of them. It is 16 colors. 6 colors are really dupes and 2 of them are very pretty darn close. So you can say it is like half-half. Half of the colors are completely new colors which the other palette doesn't have, and half of them are really colors that are very close. The answer to if you really need the other palette, well, if you are a collector, of course you need it, but you probably won't watch this video because by now you have gotten it already. So this video is more for those girls, you know, who really watch out for their money and are really thinking of, should I invest in this one? I have the first one, do I really need it? And I find it depends, of course, on you, on your taste, but keep in mind 6 colors are almost identical. On the other hand, these 6 colors are colors that you really need. You know, for any makeup you always need some neutrals and the browns and the lid color and also the really lighter shade, that one here. So it depends on your preference. The first one has a couple of berry tones and purplish tones. This is purplish, 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 berry, and the pink, and even that one is a pinkish color. So actually myself, I'm not really reaching for all these purple and berry colors, but if this is what you love, then of course this is the great choice. And what is different about that one, the colors are more on the orange side, I would say. So it's funny, some girls say like this is warmer and the other one is colder, and some say the opposite. This is the only color which really streaks out, the blueberry swirl. And a lot of people complained then because they were hoping it has more color payoff, more pigmentation. But I actually think this is a nice way to have a little bit of blue. We're not in the 80s anymore, so this is a subtle blue, not too crazy, so you cannot really mess it up that you look then like, I don't know, Joan Collins or something. So personally, which is my favorite? Really don't have a favorite. I love them both, but I have to say that really from the first palette, because I don't reach for this part, I actually would say if I have the choice to choose between them, I would rather choose this one, because here I can really use all the colors. And they have a black, which is always very convenient to work in that outer V or to line your eyes. So, and also the pink sugar, a lot of girls were complaining about that pigmentation, but that is just a glitter sparkle topper. And I actually really like it because I'm not a very glittery person, don't want much glitter, but this is for a little bit in the inner corner, a nice hint of sparkle, not too crazy. So you should like use it together with this color or this color, the butter pecan or coconut cream, and it makes just a little sparkle. So to sum it up, do you really need the second one? Well, most looks you will be able to do with the first palette as well. The second palette has a very similar color range, even though it looks now like this is washed out and this pops more of color. But this might be also an illusion because the color of the case is different. So I'm gonna be here ice cold and say you don't really need the second one if you have the first one, because the major colors you will find there, but there is a couple of unique shades in the second one, like the rum raisin, which I really like, also the caramel and the bonbon and the butter pecan. This row here is a really awesome row, and the blueberry swirl is a very unique color as well. I find Too Faced eyeshadows are grand. They are beautiful, they blend beautiful, they have almost no fallout. I love them. I would buy any of the chocolate bar palettes they bring out in future, because I feel like now I want to have them all now that I have to. But if you're on budget, you really don't need to have the second palette. That is my opinion. I hope you enjoyed this. See you later. Bye.